What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to this video. Today I want to explain the change-up kit process, and I also want to talk about why netmarble should bring back doing change-up kits for SS and BS characters. So the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is the process of doing it, because I've been getting a lot of comments recently on how to do change-up kits for characters. Well, the thing is, guys, the characters have to be SS and BS characters that have either this SS margin here or this BS tag on them right here, BS, right? So if they have BS or SS on them, then it is likely that they could have it. And if they have this red border around them, that means they do have the EX change-up kit unlocked. Now, the way this works is that only certain characters have this available to them. Not all SS and not all BS have change-up kits, only certain ones. And the way to know if they do have it or not is by looking at this right here. So right now, my Keo, guys, doesn't have a change-up kit. So whenever I click on him, you see this change-up kit here available, right? And you click on this thing and it shows you this little thing right here. Now you can actually get these from the exchange shop. And the way to get these is you have to use 3 actual memories of this character, not a generic memory, in order to unlock it. The reason that this is important, because whenever you unlock these change-up kits and you make them into EX characters, for example, let me kind of go back here, guys, and click on here, right? So we'll take a look at a character like, for example, Rugal here. Rugal is a character that was just a regular BS character. I did a change-up kit for him. I used 3 actual memories of this character to level him up. And now a couple things happens. One, you can take the character from A5 to A7, and from level 50 to level 70, which increases their HP, their attack. They just become a whole lot stronger at that point. And also, you'll unlock their EX core board. Whenever you do the change-up kit for any character, this is what gets unlocked. You can level up their attack, you can level up their skills, and there's going to be specific skills and specific characters that you're going to want to max out and level up. And if you make a mistake, you can actually reset them with these little items right here, right? And you'll also unlock the EX core, and they need to be A5 in order to do this. And that can be very, very beneficial on certain SS and BS characters. Characters like Leona. Leona is a really good example of this, or even Iori, right? Because whenever you unlock Iori's, this weekend increases target damage received by 30%. And the same with Leona. Really, really amazing characters, right? And then other characters have certain things available like critical rate and so on, right? Shizuru here, she actually increases attack, I believe, by 25% or something like that whenever you unlock her Energize, and so on. You just unlock a certain special effect that they can use whenever they're in the fight, something that increases their survivability or increases their damage or increases the damage of all the team members on the team, and so on. Like Leona here, she has an increased target damage received by 30%, I believe, whenever you unlock her weekend and take her to A7. And by the way, I made a mistake earlier. I said only SS and BS characters get this. Actually, we've had characters in the past that were just regular Fest characters like Leona, that did get this, and we were able to take them to A7. And this was really nice because it would take all our old Fest characters and it would make them so much stronger. Like Leona became an absolute monster after she got her buffs and then unlocking the EX core. It made her a really, really good character to use in the game. But let me show you the entire process in regards to do a change-up kit for a character. So you guys saw Keo a second ago, right? We go into the exchange shop here, we go to change up, and you see these little items here. And again, you need 3 actual memories of the character to do it, right? Well, right now, I don't have any of these things. Now, the game gives us a whole bunch of BS and SS selectors, like through towers, you can buy it through the KOF Pass, and through events in the game. Now, on this account, on my main account, you guys know that I hoard a tremendous amount of items, so I actually have some selectors. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to use my BS and SS selectors here. So I got 5 of these babies. We're going to go down to Keo here, and we're going to pick him 3 different times, all right? That way we get 3 memories for this character, all right? Click him again, there we go. Get 1 more for old boy, all right? Whoops, click on that. And then boom, now we have 3 memories for the character. You need 3 actual memories to do this. So we go back to the exchange shop, we go to the change up, we click on old boy, and now we have 3 memories. We can get one of these little things item here, right? So we'll click on that. We got it. Now we can come out of here and we can go back into Keo, right? We can go find our boy here, wherever he's at. There we go. Click on that. And then, and by the way, you'll notice you'll have a little red dot available whenever you do have the memories to do the change-up kit for them. So we click on here, we click on the profile, We do the change up, click on change up, and then boom. Now this character can go from A5 to A7, and you can see that we get a step bump. We get HP, attack increase, and defense increase for this character, which is nice. And you see this is completely highlighted right now. And when I go to his core and I go to EX core board, you can see that you have 50 points. And that's because he's at A5. And I can actually level up his attack. I can jack up his attack. I can jack up his penetration, his HP. I can jack up his skills. All these things to make him even stronger, right? I can unlock his EX core, which is really, really nice because it resets attack cooldowns, increase all team members' critical rate by 17%. So this is a nice little buff effect that Keel does add for the team for 15 seconds. That is nice. And the reset attack cooldowns, actually, whenever you're on a cooldown for your characters that you're bringing in, you'll just reset it completely, which is very, very helpful in rotations. That's actually really, really nice. And then his other one, actually, you know, reset special move cooldown, gains 40% power, and special move damage increases by 40%. This is a self-buffing thing that you can put on him, or self-buffing EX core. And that's why you really want to do it, right? You're just trying to get these characters to A7. You're trying to unlock these things to make them a whole lot stronger. Now, why is this important? And why should netmarble bring this back? Because they actually have gotten rid of this. They haven't done this in a long, long time, and they should keep doing it because, for one, we all have our little favorite characters, right? You know, whenever, like, my personal favorite, Rugal, crap, get back in here. Whenever my personal favorite, Rugal, got his buffs, right? When this version got his buffs and he had that EX core unlocked, I was super, super happy. And it would really be nice to see all of you get your favorite characters getting these EX things unlocked as well. So that way you could get a little more power out of them. Yes, they're not going to be meta. And yes, they're not going to be ridiculous like the actual native EX characters that we get in the game. But it's still really, really nice to see these old characters get buffed up, get their EX change-up kits unlocked, because it refreshes the character, right? It really makes them a whole lot better. And by the way, it also would make them more relevant in the game, especially if netmarble would change up shop, like say in the Aegis challenge, to where our BS and SS characters were a part of the Aegis challenge, or that they were actually getting supreme buffs and were immune to certain things in those challenges because they just don't have the survivability of the regular EX characters. That's something else they could do, right? I mean, we want to play with, you know, a multitude of characters in the game, and when having these EX change-up kits on these characters, guys, was really, really nice, right? It's a nice way to get extra damage, extra survivability, to get extra buffs for your skills and so on, or even for team members, like, you know, what I just showed you with Keel, giving that extra critical rate by 17%. That's a nice little buff that he can offer. And even though it might not be the most optimal compared to other characters in the game, it's still fun to be able to use those characters because you feel like you're at least getting some use out of them, right? They don't feel like they're just toys on a shelf collecting dust, which is pretty much what a lot of us feel like with a lot of our characters, right? It's so satisfying to be able to add that nice little red border to this character because, I mean, you know, Keel is really one of the most popular characters in KOF, and so are many others. And just like I just showed you guys, like even a character that's at level 90, right? Even a character that's at level 90, they're going to show that change-up kit on them. Characters like Gato, right? I mean, they're going to show which characters have this availability to them, right? I mean, you can click on other characters and you'll see that Rock Howard doesn't have it. Wouldn't it be awesome if Rock Howard got a change of kit? Wouldn't it be awesome if we got Terry and Rock Howard EX versions and then this version actually got a buff and had a change of kit available? That would be nice. Yeah, he would be meta. He would be ridiculous compared to the EX characters, but it still would make him a whole lot stronger and make him a whole lot more fun to play, especially if you are a fan of this character. And if they would do it for other characters in the game, that would be pretty damn awesome. I mean, I really think they need to bring back the change-up kits for these characters because it was a nice quality of life change for these characters, you know, to be able to have them. I mean, whenever I was doing gameplay with BS Rugal when he first got that change-up kit, or even Orochi showing the kind of difference in damage, it was pretty astronomical, guys. Like, it really made a big, big difference, and it was nice to see. Even though they weren't meta, it was still really, really nice to see those things, and it'd really be nice to see those things in the future for a lot of other characters in the game that don't have them available. I saw comments in the last video where I was talking about getting Magaki in the game, where a lot of people were talking about other characters like Ralph and Clark, who are more than well deserving of getting EX versions, and many, many others that should get, change of kits. They could easily give change of kits to a whole lot of other characters that just don't have them available, right? I mean, Genitz doesn't have a change of kit, right? If we ever get an EX version of Genitz, it'd be nice for a change of kit for this guy to be offered, right? Because maybe people would prefer this version over the other version, right? He still would do enough damage in guild raid or whatever to get it done, right? And the same could be said for someone like Ignatz, and the same could be said for someone like Geese, and so on and so on and so on, guys. There's a multitude of characters that we would like to see get change of kits, so that way they can reach that level 70, so that way they could be a part of all these EX characters. Even though they're not going to be meta, it'd still be nice to see them get these buffs and get these changes. But it'd really be nice if Netmarble would make the BS and SS and characters, or even characters with change of kits, more relevant in a multitude of game modes in the game. So guys, let me know what you think about the change of kits. Do you think we should bring them back? Do you think these characters should be getting change of kits like what we had before? Even though they're not going to be meta, even though they're not going to be the strongest, do you think it'd still be really nice to see? And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. T+7 time. Link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.